just got up out of here, you feel me? But hey man, I'm still gonna be watching the playoffs regardless. I ain't one of them people that just cause they team ain't in it, I ain't gonna be, in it. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna be watching it or something like that. I love basketball, so it's gonna be entertaining to me regardless. So, but yeah, y'all, I appreciate all the love and support y'all show me regardless of my inconsistency. But yeah, man, road to 500 subs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and comment who y'all think gonna win the championship this year. And yeah, further now, let's get it started. On my iPad here, I got like the bracket pulled up and stuff. So I'll just be going like through every round one matchup. We'll start off with the Western Conference. See here we got the Thunder versus Pelicans, and the Thunder won tonight, so they're up 2-0. I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed by the Thunder. I can promise you, not even Thunder fans thought they were gonna be the 1 seed this year. And hey man, here they are. They're proving people wrong. Even though the Thunder were the 1st seed, I don't think people saw them actually succeeding in the playoffs. I mean, the Pelicans, yeah, they're 8th seed, but they're not really an 8th seed if you get what I mean. Like, they're more like a 5th or 6th seed. But I mean, I know they don't got Zion Williams, and unfortunately he's out again because of injury. I mean, hey man, when are we finally gonna see Zion Williams play in the playoffs? So yeah, I mean, it's just been bad luck. The Pelicans really need him. I mean, he's their best player. So the Pelicans are honestly like a great overall team. They got a good shooting guard in CJ McCollum, a good small forward in Brandon Ingram, good power forward in Zion Williamson, and a good center in Jonas Valanciunas. So hey man, they're a complete team. They got shooters, defenders, rim protectors. You know what I'm saying? Like slashers. They got all that stuff. So yeah, we just gotta see them healthy. And I mean, if they were healthy, honestly, I'd still have them losing this series, just probably closer. If Zion doesn't come back in this series, I easily see the Thunder winning in 4 or 5 games, honestly. I just don't think the Pelicans without Zion Williams have enough firepower to actually beat this Thunder team. And yeah, I mean, with the healthy Zion, I see them losing like in 6, maybe even 7 games. But of course, in that 7th game, anything could happen. In that game 7. But yeah, I see the Thunder moving on to the round 2. So yeah, and in the next round 1 series between the 4 and 5 seed, we got the Los Angeles Clippers against the Mavericks. And this series is tied 1-1. Very odd, Kawhi Leonard, obviously the best player on the Clippers, was out for game 1, and the Clippers blew out the Mavericks. Returns for game 2, and the Clippers lose to the Mavericks. It's very odd, but yeah, I honestly think, coming into the series, I thought the Mavericks would win. I think the Clippers' style of ball is very, how could I say, like very on-ball dominant. like, let's say if Luka has an off night or Kyrie has an off night, the team just isn't gonna be good anymore. So, like I said, in order for them to win games, they both gotta score probably over 30, and they might win that game. But I like the Clippers' game plan on them defensively. They made it tough on them. You know, they're a high-scoring team, and even the game that they won, they didn't even score that many points. You know, I think they had like 90, I think, or something like that. I may be wrong, but I think they did. But yeah, hey, that boy Luka different though. That's why I had him at 7. Like Luka, I mean, we're honestly underrating him at this point. I mean, that man has been going for like 30-point triple doubles. I saw a stat recently, where it said like Luka has more 30-point playoff games than 98% of the whole NBA like ever, and he's only played like 16 playoff games, which is freaking crazy. But yeah, I think we're really underrating him. He's putting up MVP numbers every year, honestly. The only reason why he hasn't won is just because his team hasn't been like a top seed, you feel me? Like, I don't know if the Mavericks have been like a top 4 seed ever since they got in Luka. But yeah, hey, I still got the Mavericks in 7. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers win this. So yeah. Alright, next up we got the Phoenix Suns against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And currently in this series, Minnesota leads 2-0, which is very surprising. You know, Minnesota is another young team like the Thunder, and they're going up against a veteran team in the Phoenix Suns. You know, they got Devin Booker. I mean, he's still relatively young, but he's got some playoff experience in him. Kevin Durant, you know, he's Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, you know, another veteran who's still a bucket, you know. But yeah, I honestly think Phoenix, like before this series started, I thought Phoenix was gonna leave Minnesota with the series tied 1-1, but they're down 2-0, and it's really hard, you know. Like now you have no room for error, you know. Like you cannot lose game 3 at all. Like no team has ever came back from down 3-0. So yeah, man, I honestly thought this would be more of a series, but both games have just been dominated by Minnesota. You know, Anthony Edwards doing his thing. You know, Karl Anthony Towns came back from that injury, you know, doing his thing. Rudy Gobert, you know, honestly, I also think he's like another underrated player. I mean, I know he has no bag offensively, but I think people really starting to underrate, you know, defense. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's single-handedly holding down that paint for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I think the Minnesota Timberwolves, I mean, I had them winning coming into the series. I think they'll get it done like in 6. The way I see this series going is, I think Phoenix will win game 3, and game 4. So they'll go back to Minnesota tied 2-2. And then I think Minnesota will win the next 2 and make it 4-2. But yeah, man, I think Anthony Edwards, man, I mean, he really got a case for being, you know, like a top 5 player this year. He's been doing great, you know, he's improved his shot, and you know, I think he's honestly just taking his game up a level from last year, and I think just, you know, his mentality has gone up. You know, he knows that, you know, he's starting to go into his prime, and he really needs to have playoff success, or, you know, he doesn't want to go down as a failure, you know. And yeah, I got the Timberwolves moving on in 6. Next up is, you know, the Denver Nuggets against the Los Angeles Lakers. And currently Denver is up 2-0 after that crazy buzzer beater by Jamal Murray. Hey man, I mean, shout out to all y'all Lakers fans, but I can honestly see another sweep coming. I just don't think the Lakers are built right, you know. I watched the Lakers in 2020, you know, the bubble year, and then watching them now, you can really see the reason why they aren't as successful is because they got Anthony Davis playing at an off position. And what I mean by that is he's playing center. That's not his natural position. His natural position is power forward. And having watched LeBron, you know, play most of my life, though I'm not like a LeBron fan, at shooting guard and small forward. What I mean by that is just, some guys that can space the floor on offense and defend on defense, like guard the other team's best players. Give LeBron some, like rest time on defense. And then Davis at the 4 and a rim protecting center, that's what they need. AD is a cheat code. They just don't realize that, bro. Like, he's 7 foot and his natural position is power forward. Like, just imagine 2 7-footers playing on the team, and AD could shoot, so he could space the floor out. So, look at the 2020 Lakers, they won a championship because of their lineup of, Danny Green and KCP, or 2 3-and-D guys, LeBron running the point, AD at the 4, Dwight Howard at the 5, or JaVale McGee at the 5, that team was unstoppable, you know what I'm saying? Like, the spacing on the floor, the defense was all crazy, they had it all along with some great bench players. So, yeah, I think the Nuggets, they kind of have that type of lineup, the one that I'm kind of explaining, because, Jokic is kind of running the point guard, though he's a center, which is, he's overpowered, like, how the heck is a center running the floor? But, yeah, they got Eric Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., KCP, all 3-and-D guys. Well, I'll take that back. Eric Gordon isn't a 3-and-D guy, because I think, like, defenders sack off of him and stuff. But, yeah, I think the way that the Nuggets are lined up against the Lakers need more offensive firepower. And I say that because, I've seen, like, media pages, like, they've been posting that Vanderbilt is coming back. And, though he's a great defensive player, I just honestly don't think that's what the Lakers need. They need offense. They need to keep up with the Nuggets. And I think, though having Vanderbilt on defense is great, it's honestly bad having him on offense because he's a liability. Like, they're going to leave him open on purpose because he can't shoot, So they're going to be able to double team AD or LeBron, way easier, They're going to be able to stack up the paint. So, yeah, honestly, I think their starting lineup with Rui Hachimura is probably better than their lineup with Vanderbilt, just because Rui Hachimura can space out the floor, and, he's a great shooter. So, yeah, but overall, I got the Nuggets winning this in 4 or 5. I just don't think, like I said, the Lakers are built right. So, yeah, they got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That itself is going to get you, into the playoffs. But in order to go all the way, you need to be built right, or like, you need to be built around, your team's characteristics, like their personnel. And I just don't think that's what the Lakers are doing. So, I just really don't know why they moved AD to the center at all. So, he's already came out and said that he doesn't want to be a center, but I guess the Lakers don't care about that. So, hey, Nuggets in 5. So now moving on to the Eastern Conference, we got the Boston Celtics against the Miami Heat. And man, after today's game, the series is tied 1-1. Like, man, it's like a yearly thing with the Boston Celtics. And my bad if y'all hear some noise in the back. That's my sleepy dog in the background. But it's like a yearly thing with the Boston Celtics, man, and somehow scaring their fans in the playoffs. So yeah, I just don't know how Miami does it, honestly. They're always like the underdog in the series, and they always somehow find a way to win games, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, how did they beat the number 1 team in the whole NBA without their best player on the road, against a team that's phenomenal at home, and yeah, I didn't really watch this game, but I know the Heat set a franchise record in threes, and hey, the Heat just gonna find a way to win, man. That's just them, bro. That's just their culture. They're gonna find a way to win, man. They're gonna fight to the end, like that, so he might be out for like a month. And by that time, he might just be up out of here. So, yeah, I saw that Porzingis was pretty much buns this game, and Celtics can have that. I mean, they might be able to get away with it, especially with this hurt and injured Heat team. But if Porzingis plays like that some way, like around, the conference finals or even the finals, if they make it, it won't be that good. So, yeah. But regardless, I got the Celtics in 5 or 6. So, yeah. Now here I got the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Orlando Magic. And I think it's fair to say this is like the most how could I say, like, least paid attention to playoff matchup. But hey man, the Cavs are up 2-0. The Cavs are like a very odd team, last year they were like very great, and then they lost 4-1 against the New York Knicks, and then this year, they were like terrible to start the season off, and then out of nowhere they just started turning up. So I don't know. I mean, this Cleveland team is like very weird. I mean, they're going up against like a very young Magic team. They got Ben Caro, Suggs, and all of them boys. But I honestly think the Magic can win at most 2 games. I just don't think the experience is there. I think the Cavs, especially off of last year's playoff series loss, they're coming with a bad taste in their mouth. So pause, bro. Pause. Extreme pause right there. But yeah, they just don't like the way the last year's playoff series for sure felt. So they're coming back with some revenge, and unfortunately the Orlando Magic ran into them. So yeah, I got the Cavs winning in 6. I think the Magic will probably win like the next 2 home games and then lose the next 2. Usually how it goes. So yep, I got the Cavs in 6 for that series. All right, and then the next series is the Milwaukee Bucks against the Indiana Pacers. And this series is currently tied 1-1. I think as expected, since the Bucks don't got Giannis, I thought this series would go 1-1 coming back to Indiana. I think if Giannis is out for this whole series, I got the Pacers winning in 6, honestly. The Bucks, again, I just don't think they're built right. They're just horrible defensively, like horrible. Like, they're losing games they shouldn't just because of their defense. They're getting put on like 130 points sometimes just because of their horrible defense. Their offense is there, it's just their defense, and I mean, it's understandable, they lost like some great defensive players in the offseason, but yeah, I mean, though, if Giannis comes back, I got the Bucks winning in 6. So I mean, there's reports of him coming back, but it's Giannis. That man is like Superman out here. That boy built different. But honestly, I see him coming back in this series, and I see the Bucks winning in 7 at home. So I have to go with that. I will say this: like, I feel like Tyrese Halliburton has not been playing up to his standard lately. I don't know what's up with that. I've been seeing like box scores and stuff, and he's been putting up like 10, 15 points around there. He used to be putting up like 25 to 30 with like 10 or 15 assists. But yeah, shout out to that boy Siakam. He's been putting up big numbers in the playoffs recently. Yeah, I mean, hey, they be making fun of that little spin move he be doing, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me? But yeah, I got the Bucks winning in 7. I see Giannis coming back and just dominating from then and there. So yeah, and the last first round matchup, we got the New York Knicks against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Knicks are up 2-0. Man, what's up with these Knicks, man? They've been turning up in the playoffs. playoffs the last 2 years. Yeah, I mean they're like another scrappy team. They don't got would Randall be considered their second or third best player? I don't know. He'd be one of them, but yeah, they're like a scrappy team. They just been out here, you know, just playing great defensively. You know, they're just going for all the loose balls. You know, they're that usual scrappy team. That's how they won last game. You know, they were going for every offensive rebound and stuff, and they luckily found DiVincenzo for that three to tie the ball game. But yeah, not to tie the ball game. It was for the win. And yeah, honestly, coming into this series, I saw the Knicks winning in 6. I just don't think the 76ers are like they got enough offensive firepower overall. Like they just got Embiid and Maxey, and it's the same thing like the Mavericks. Like if one of them, like if both of them don't have a good game, they're not gonna win. And like last game, they both had 30-point games, and they still lost. You know, to like a Knicks team that wasn't playing great. So after seeing that performance, I don't think they could win this series at all. You know, they just don't got enough help at all. So, yeah, I see the Knicks winning, honestly, in 5 or 6 in this series. You know, I think that the Sixers will either like win one home game next, the next 2 games, or win both and then lose the next 2. You know, but yeah, I think the Knicks will for sure advance. And let me know if y'all want a part 2. I'll do a part 2 once all the first round matchups are done with. And I'll be coming back to my video to see how I did. Man, if I don't get the number of games in this series, then hopefully I'll get the winner at least right. So but yeah, y'all, those are my first round series predictions. Like I said, y'all, I apologize for the inconsistency. I'll be going to summer soon, on summer break soon, so I'll be posting more videos, like I said. And yeah, let me know what y'all think of this video. Should I do more NBA videos or NFL videos and stuff like that? Like I said before, I'm really into sports, so I'll be down, you know, like to do some rambles here and there about the NFL, NBA, soccer even. So yeah, man, just let me know what y'all want, what y'all need, you feel me, and I'll supply. Damn, that just sounded like some drug dealer type shit, but anyways, I appreciate all the love y'all been showing. Like I said, road to 500 subs,